Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Shivanshu, please mute your mic. Please put your mic off on. Sundan Kumar. Who is this Sundan Kumar?
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes,
I'm
Tarun.
I'm reading a book known as The Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking, uh, in which he stated about the grand unified theory and the unified theory. After that, the relative theory comes. So, in our syllabus, are we learning about the grand unified theory and the unified theory?
In your syllabus, you have to go into detail of special theory of relativity given by Albert Einstein in 1905. Okay.
Other theories,
And one more theory given by Albert Einstein is the general relativity. A decade later, Albert Einstein already gave the theory. It is your general relativity. We will discuss about this also. But we are not going to study in this course. Just we are going to study your special theory of relativity given by Albert Einstein in 1905.
right, ma'am.
Fine. Okay.
Sir,
So now the extent, yeah, maximum, yes. Sundan?
general theory of relativity is studied in this particular topic or not? General theory of relativity.
No, 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 no. No, general relativity is not coming in this topic. You are not going to study this general relativity. It refers to the motion of object, accelerated motion of the object in the space. So here you are only going to study about the spatial theory of relativity, which refers to the motion of the particle or object which is moving with the approximately speed of light, but the uniform velocity, with the uniform velocity, a
Yes.
constant velocity.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is your
Yes.
STR, your spatial theory of relativity. The maximum strength of your L section is how much? 57 are here.
73.
Okay, shall I start? 72. The maximum strength in your class? 72?
73.
73, ma'am.
73, ma'am.
Okay, मतलब कितना attend कर रहे हैं nowadays? I'm asking. In your any class, any other class?
Like above 70.
59.
67.
69.
69.
69. Okay, so one more minute I have to wait. Already 4 minutes we are late. Okay, so I'm starting. I'm presenting my screen with you all. So we have already discussed about in your previous class. We have already discussed about the your paper, and we have already started theory of relativity. Why we are going to study theory of relativity? What is the origin of your theory of relativity? So the origin of your theory of relativity is what? The drawback of classical mechanics at the late 19th century. Okay, so what is the drawback of your classical mechanics? The classical mechanics that time, late 90s, was unable to explain the dynamics of body which is moving with the speed of light, that is approximately c, the speed of light, relativistic particle. We called it a particle which is moving with the speed of light. It is your relativistic particle. So the classical mechanics that time was unable to explain the dynamics of body which is moving with the speed of light or relativistic particle. So this is the origin of your theory of relativity. Okay, so first of all, the scientists developed the theory of relativity on the basis of the material object which is moving with the some speed. Now you can see, you can in your daily life. So it is your what? It is the Galilean principle or Newtonian mechanics of relativity. We called it After this, at the late 90s, the scientists like Galileo discovered what the dynamics of body, the motion of the body, which is moving with the some speed that is not comparable to the speed of light. So we call it, this is the Galilean principle of relativity. But after the discovery of the special theory of relativity, it is what it is given by Albert Einstein in 1905. Okay, this is the special theory of relativity. This special theory of relativity deals with the dynamics of body, or deals with the motion of the particle which is moving with the speed of light, approximately the speed of the light. Okay, so we have already discussed this particular slide with you. What is the Wallfinger of? This means what? If you were wake up on the bus or train and you could not see out of any of the window, you would not be able to tell if you are moving or not moving. It means what? The meaning of the sentence is that all the emotions are relative. All the emotions are relative with respect to something. Okay, like if you are in the bus or if you are in that train, then with respect to your train, and train is moving with some velocity. Suppose you are in that train and your train is moving with some velocity, and you are in the train, then you can say that with respect to this train, you are at rest. With respect to train, you are at rest. But if you are outside the train, or the track side, you can say that your train is moving with respect to you. Or an observer which is inside the train can say that you are moving with respect to. If you are outside the train, you are moving with respect to him, or okay, with respect to him, with respect to this observer. So it means that all the emotions are related. We don't have any absolute frame of reference. We don't have any absolute location. On the basis of this, you can say that whether you are moving or not moving. It means that you need to know the location of your location, and with respect to your location, you can say that whether you are moving or not. Clear? So this is the Wallfinger for the theory of relativity. Fine? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have divided this theory of relativity into two parts. You can say that. So first is what your special theory of relativity and general relativity. Both these theory given by Einstein. The special theory of relativity given by Einstein in 1905. A decade later, he has given the theory of general relativity. So we have already discussed your special theory of relativity deals with the motion of the particle which is moving with the speed of light, but at the constant velocity, but at the uniform velocity. And your general relativity refers to the accelerated motion of the particle through a space. Okay, here the gravity will come into the picture. In general relativity, the gravity will come into the picture. Okay, and in this special theory of relativity, you will deal with the motion of the particle or moving particle which is moving with the approximately speed of the light, but at the constant velocity from each other, because we are saying what? हम हमेशा बोलेंगे the motion is relative with respect to something. The motion of any object is relative with respect to something. If you are at the ground, then the motion of a person observer which is inside the train, and you can say that if you are at the track side, you can say that with respect to you, a person which is inside the train is moving. But at the same time, an observer which is inside the train can see that you are moving with respect to him or her. Okay, so this is all the motions are what? Related. And a special theory of relativity only deal with the motion through a space but at constant velocity, uniform velocity. Okay, the location of some one particular object with respect to something should move with the constant velocity. Okay, so this is your STR, this is your spatial theory of relativity, and here you are going to, in this course, you are going to study the spatial theory of relativity, not the general relativity. Will you all? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
Yes,
so
Yes,
ma'am.
this
ma'am.
is what we have already discussed. It is given by Albert Einstein. He has published two papers on the motion of the moving object, motion of the relativistic object. Relativistic means what? The velocity of the particle, velocity of this particular object should be comparable to the speed of light. In the paper, the electrodynamics of moving bodies, and it is the breakthrough in the late 90s. Okay, in early 20s. It is the how redemption of the physics in the early 20s in 1905. Okay, so after this, uh, so what you need to understand before going to detail of special theory of relativity? Two important points you have to keep in your mind. Okay, so before this theory of relativity, the scientists dealt with the classical mechanics. In the classical mechanics, all the object was obeying the law given by Newton. Law given by Newton. Okay, so and according to the classical mechanics, what the space and time of any object was two independent parameter, two independent part of something. है ना? The location, what is the location of particular object which is moving? Okay, and on which particular time? Okay, so but if you are going to deal with the special theory of relativity, you need to understand the structure of space and time. Now your space and time is not two different entities. However, it is a one whole. Now, one whole of two parts of one whole. Two parts of one whole. Space time are mutually dependent on each other. Now, these space and time depend on each other. What is this space? Space is in the Cartesian coordinate the location of any object x, y, z. You have a Cartesian coordinate system or three mutually perpendicular axes, x, y, z, and what is the location of this particular object in this x, y, z Cartesian coordinate system, and at which time? Now, at which time? So the x, y, z, t. So the x, y, z, t is what? The x, y, z, t is your coordinate of uh, one particular event. We will see coordinate of one particular object. हम देखेंगे what is this event. We will talk about event. We will talk about frame of references. We will talk about space time. Okay, we will talk about relative motion in this theory of relativity. So the structure is what? The structure of space and time is like this: x, y, z, and this is t. If you are locating any object in the theory of relativity, okay, so you have to assign all these coordinates x, y, z, and t. Visible to you all? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Hello?
Yes,
In case of
ma'am.
connection,
Yes, ma'am.
internet disconnection, please let me know immediately. Fine?
Yes.
Okay. So this is
Okay, ma'am.
the space time. Space and time is what? Uh, two dependent things of one whole, like space time, space dash time. Okay. So this is the space time. जब भी हम बात करेंगे, whenever we will talk about theory of relativity, okay, and space time in the theory of relativity, we will see what space dash time. It is what one whole of an entity. Okay, x, y, z, and t. कोई भी event means what? Event can be anything. Event can be anything. Your airplane is moving in the space. Okay, so you can say that it is one event. Okay, event could be anything. So we will discuss about the event. हम generally बात करेंगे event की. If we will talk about the theory of relativity. Okay, so what is the space and time coordinate of this particular event? The space time coordinate of this particular event could be what? Should be x, y, z, t. आपको सब पता होना चाहिए. The location of this object at particular time t. So x, y, z, and t. So this is the space and time. So the Einstein reasoned that the space and time are two parts of one whole called space-time. And from the point of view of special theory of relativity, we travel through a combination of space and time. है ना? Not the generally हम क्या बोलते हैं कि if you are moving in your classroom, you can say that your x, y, z coordinate are changing in the classical mechanics. Classical mechanics में हम क्या बोलते थे? In general, if the location of any object is changing, then we can say that its x, y, and z coordinate changing. But when we will, from the point of view of a special theory of relativity, if the location of any object is changing from one place to the another place, then we can say that its x, y, z, and t coordinate changing. Not only x, y, z. So the space and time is one whole. Without time, we cannot say that what is the coordinate of any object in special theory of relativity. Without space, we cannot say that what is the coordinate of any object in the special theory of relativity. Okay, so suppose we are taking an example. When we stand still, we are only traveling, we are moving, we are traveling through the time portion of space and time. है ना? इसका मतलब क्या है? If you are standing still in your classroom, we can say that you are traveling through the time portion of the space and time. And if you are moving, and if you are changing your location from one point to another point, and you can say that you are traveling through the both the aspects of your space and time. All the x, y, z, and t coordinate are changing. Fine? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Excuse me,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes,
Excuse me,
please.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, Srishti is trying to join the class, but she is not getting the permission.
Why you are so late, all these people? Students, this is the warning. You have to join your class exact at 2 p.m. Before 2 p.m. Try to connect. Fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So now this is what understood space and time. And now what? Now what if in our own perspective, if we could somehow travel with the speed of light, and we can say that no time would elapse. But no, whenever we will move through space, the rate of change of one can alter the rate of change of other in the space time. What is this sentence? What is the meaning of the sentence? Whenever we move through space, the rate of change of space can alter the rate of change of time, or the rate of change of time will alter the rate of change of space. So this is your theory of relativity, because space and time is not now two dependent part of one whole called space and time, space time. So the time delayed in the moving frame of reference, whose speed is approximately equal to the speed of light, and time delayed. Or you can say that in the moving frame of reference, for any moving object, time will be delayed. Time will be delayed when this particular object will move with the speed of light. It is clear? So time dilation and length contraction. The length of this particular object was contracted and time will be delayed to keep your speed constant in vacuum C. This is the special theory of relativity. Your special theory of relativity is what? Here, your relativity, your Galilean principle of relativity, and you have a difference between Galilean principle of relativity and special theory of relativity given by Einstein. We will see. But for the special theory of relativity given by Einstein, you'll see the speed of light in vacuum is constant. It is the ultimate limit. No object can achieve this limit. What is this? 2.998 into 10⁻⁸ meter per second. This is the speed of light in vacuum. Clear? Okay. So the rate of change of space will alter the rate of change of time to keep your c constant. To keep your c constant, to keep your speed of light constant. Clear? Understood?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Yes,
And we
ma'am.
have already discussed about what is this? The motion is relative. Whenever we will see the Galilean principle of relativity or Newtonian principle of relativity, both are same. And special theory of relativity, the motion is relative with respect to something. And what is this with respect to something? जो भी हमने बोला with respect to something, your motion is relative with respect to something. So this something is what? The reference frame. This something is your reference frame. You have to assign your reference frame, and with respect to this particular reference frame, you can say that whether your object is moving or not moving. Okay, relative to this. So whenever we will discuss about the motion, we must pick a reference point. Like you are at the track side. So the track side, your track side is your reference frame, and one observer which is in the train. So the for this observer, the train is the reference point, reference frame. Okay, so the motion is relative, and to define a particular location with respect to something, with respect to something is your reference frame. Okay, and these are the example of relative motion we have already discussed. So the speed is a relative quantity, meaning its value changes based on location. What is this? The speed is a relative quantity. Why this is relative quantity? Because the rate of change of space, because your speed is what? Space divided by time. Because your speed is what? Speed is your space divided by time. So the relative quantity, why we are telling the rate of change of, because with respect to your theory of relativity, from the point of view of theory of relativity, your speed of the light in a vacuum is constant. So why it is relative? The rate of change of space can alter the rate of change of time. A rate of change of time will alter the rate of change of space. So this particular location, with respect to this location, your motion is changing. Okay, so we called it, this is the frame of reference, like train. An observer which is inside the train is the frame of reference for him or her, and observer which is outside the train, track side, that track side is the frame of reference for this particular observer. Clear to you all? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
from the Galilean principle of relativity, or from the point of view of Newtonian principle of relativity, it came before the special theory of relativity, before 1905. It came before the 1905. So, from the point of view of this Galilean principle of relativity, what is the rule of the velocity addition? So, here is the, if this particular observer is outside the truck, and one particular observer, this blue observer, is on the truck. Okay, and if your truck is at rest, so what is the velocity of your ball? It is 40 miles per hour related to the ground. Okay, so velocity is what? 40 plus 0, 40. Catches. Then now catches ball at 40 miles per hour. And second is what? If your truck is moving towards your observer which is at the ground with the speed 20 miles per hour. So now catches ball at 60 miles per hour. This is the velocity addition according to the Galilean principle of relativity, according to your Newtonian mechanics. Fine. And here also, if your truck is moving away from the observer, second observer, which is at the ground. So now this what? Now the truck is moving away from the observer. So the speed of the truck is minus 20. na -20. So catches ball at 20 miles per hour. So this is the simple velocity addition according to the Galilean principle of relativity. But it is not the case in case of your special theory of relativity. We'll see. So initially, whatever we are discussing about the first. This lecture will what? In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the first of all frame of reference, and brief of what is this event, and what we need to define, for the frame of reference. And two different type of frame of reference we have: inertial frame of reference and non-inertial frame of reference. And now this is the Galilean transformation equation. What is this Galilean transformation equation? This Galilean transformation equations are the equations to represent transformation equations of one particular event in two different frame of reference. One is moving, another one is at rest, S and SS. Okay, both are moving. Now, both are moving, both can be moving. But the condition is what? The condition is with the constant velocity. Okay, uniform velocity. Okay, so this is the Galilean transformation equation, and using what? Using the Newtonian mechanics, using the Galilean principle of relativity. This is for the our real world. जो भी हम डील कर रहे हैं हमारे रियल वर्ल्ड से रिलेटेड है. This is for the velocity which is very less compared to the speed of light. Okay, clear? So what is this inertial and non-inertial frames of references? Here. So first of all, we need to understand what is this frame of reference. So to define the location of any particular event, event could be anything. Event you are holding your mobile and you are standing in your classroom, or you are holding your mobile and you are going by the airplane. And event could be anything. Suppose an airplane is going into the space, or a spacecraft going into the space. Event could be anything. Suppose you have one particular event. So हम event की बात करेंगे. Event मतलब it can be anything. Suppose you are sitting on the torch and light is passing from torch through the mirror, one mirror, and this one particular system could be inside your moving frame of reference. It could be, for example, it is in the train. It could be at rest in your laboratory. Okay, so generally we call it if we will talk about the theory. So event matlab event could be anything. An event. Suppose your one experiment is going on inside your lab, and suppose this lab is going into the space, and this is also one particular event. Suppose your आपका coin आप उछाल रहे हैं, in your bus and as well as in your laboratory. So this is one particular event. Okay, so generally we will talk about the event and this theory of relativity. So now to measure this particular event, to measure for this measurement of this particular event, or suppose you are going to measure the length of a spacecraft from the ground, and when it is flying into the sky. Okay, then this is also one event. So what you need, you need to define the particular location through the x, y, z coordinate. So for the frame of reference, you need what? You need to define its location and time. We need what? A Cartesian coordinate system. It is your x, y, z, and a clock to measure its time. And a length scale, our measurement unit to measure its length or anything. जो भी आपको measure करना है वो. So all these things, you need to assign one particular origin. So all these things are your what? The frame of reference. ये सब जब आपके पास होगा तो आप इसको क्या बोलेंगे? This is your particular frame of reference. Clear to you all? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
is your frame of reference. What we need a Cartesian coordinate system to measure the length or anything. कुछ भी measure कर रहे हैं ना आप, उसमें उसके लिए measurement आपका unit होना चाहिए, so that you can measure. Suppose the length. To measure length, you need a measurement scale. Okay, and you need to note down its time at a particular moment. So you need a one particular clock in this frame of reference. Okay, so and one origin, and maybe your observer can be inside your frame of reference. Like if you are inside the train, है ना, and your what क्या कर रहे हैं आप, एक coin को उछालते हैं, you are flipping one coin. Okay, and this is a particular event. And if you are the observer inside the train, okay, then all these things are one clock, one measurement scale for to measuring this event. All these things are what your frame of reference. All these things are your what frame of reference. समझ में आया सबको? Understood? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what? अब हमको क्या देखना है? Inertial and non-inertial frame of reference. But when you will talk about the relativity, generally you will deal with the inertial frame of reference. As the name suggests, inertial means what? All the event which is occurring in this particular frame of reference should obey the Newton's first law of motion. What is this Newton's first law of motion? An object is moving, will move. If an object is at rest, it will remains at rest. Until an external force not implies on that. Okay, so this is your Newton's first law of motion. So that, as the name suggests, inertia means what? The law of inertia. This is the Newton's first law of motion is what your law of inertia. Okay, so this all the frame of reference which is in which events for an event which will obey the Newton's first law of motion, we call that inertial frame of reference. Okay. Now what happened? If suppose you have a one inertial frame of reference and another frame of reference which is moving with the uniform velocity with respect to first frame of reference. So the second frame of reference, we called it could be your inertial frame of reference. It should be your inertial. It must be your inertial frame of reference. Clear? Understood?
Yes,
Suppose
ma'am.
if you have
Yes,
one
ma'am.
frame of
Yes,
reference which is inertial, in which your Newton's first law of motion holds good, then if suppose another frame of reference which is moving with the constant velocity with respect to this particular frame of reference, we called it this must be a inertial frame of reference. And as the name suggests, non-inertial means what? The law of inertia will not hold good. In this particular frame of reference, all the object will not obey the Newton's first law of motion. There could be one pseudo forces, like all the rotating frame, like if your car or your bus, है ना, if your यदि आप ब्रेक लगाते हैं तो you can come without any force, you can come forward. Okay, so this is the one kind of force. है ना? So this force says because of this forces, without applying any external force, your object is moving from somewhere to somewhere, experience some motion. So it will not the inertial frame of reference. This is your non-inertial frame of reference. All the rotating frame must be non-inertial frame of reference. And we can make them to follow the law of Newton's law of motion inside it, to applying one calculation, like introducing addition or subtraction of pseudo forces, centrifugal forces like this. इन सब जो pseudo forces का calculation से you can make them कि इनमें Newton's law of motion can hold good. Clear? So generally we will, जब भी हम बात करेंगे, we will talk about only inertial frame of reference in theory of relativity, in special theory of relativity. Clear to you all? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the why your special theory of relativity came into the picture? It is because of the drawback of Newtonian mechanics. It is all because of the drawback of Newtonian mechanics. What is the drawback of Newtonian mechanics? We have already discussed. It will not describe, it will not deal with the dynamic of the particle which is moving with the speed of light. It was unable to explain all the physics behind the body, motion of object which is moving with the speed of light. And also the Newtonian mechanics is a limited theory. Why it is limited? Because it will not, the first point is what? This point. The first point is what? Ye wala. Okay. It places no upper limit on speed. On the basis of your Newtonian mechanics, the C is not the ultimate limit. And the speed of any object could be anything, could be infinite, could be anything. Okay, so this is the drawback of your Newtonian mechanics. Okay, second is what? It contrary to the modern experimental result. Now, whatever the modern experimental result coming that time at the early or late 90s or early 20s, it is contradiction. This Newtonian mechanics is contradictory to the modern experimental result. And also, like modern experimental result is what? Modern experimental result is what? Your Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. All the electrostatic forces and all the forces of electricity, magnetism. So the second point is what? The second point is your what? This Newtonian mechanics or classical mechanics was unable to explain the forces of electricity and magnetism. Clear to you all? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
Okay. And third is what? The Newtonian mechanism. Then you will going to study about the special theory of relativity for the special case when V is very, very less than C. When V is very, very less than the speed of light, then your special theory of relativity will what? Will come towards the Newtonian mechanics. Okay, when you will put this limit, V is very, very. Jiska mic on hai? Any doubt? Any query? Otherwise, please mute your mic. Hello. Hello.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So clear to you all? So the third point
Ma'am,
is what?
please explain the first point, ma'am. Upper limit on speed 1.
Okay. According to the Newton's law of motion, the speed could be anything. The speed of any object could be anything from very small value to very large value. Could be greater than your speed of light at that time. But after the many experiments on different time, on different weather, the speed of light C remains constant. The value of this C in vacuum is 2.998 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this is the contradiction. This is the contradiction. It will not. It hadn't set any upper limit for the speed of any object. Okay, but after the modern experimental result, after the modern experimental result in the early 20th century, it was discovered that the speed is the ultimate limit. The speed of light, that is your 2.998 10 to 8 meter per second, is the ultimate limit of any object. कोई भी object इससे ज़्यादा speed achieve नहीं कर सकता in vacuum greater than the speed of light. Okay, so this is it places no upper limit. कौन? The Newtonian mechanics. है ना? किसकी बात कर रहे हैं हम? We are only talking about the Newtonian mechanics. The drawback of this is what? Drawbacks of Newtonian mechanics. Clear? So
Yes,
first is
ma'am.
what? Clear हुआ? Understood? Second is what? Which
Yes,
हम किस modern experimental result की बात कर रहे हैं? At the time of early 20th century. it was contradictory to the modern experimental result at the earlier 20th century. हमने डिस्कस कर चुके हैं all the laws of electricity and magnetism. Now all the laws of electricity and magnetism, Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, in which and we will see the Maxwell's equations. Do you know about the Maxwell's equation? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
No, man.
Yes.
Okay, we will
Yes, ma'am.
briefly we will discuss here. है ना? So on the basis of this Maxwell's equation of electromagnetic theory, the C equal to 1 upon square mu naught epsilon naught is the speed of light. Clear? We will see. It is the ultimate limit of any object. Any object could achieve the speed only less than this, not the greater than this. समझ आया? Understood? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So now next is what? This is the Galilean relativity and
Ma'am.
Newtonian principle of relativity.
Ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, till what speed Newtonian mechanism is valid?
Newtonian mechanism is valid for the speed v is very, very less than c. Means the 80% of c, less than 80% of c, it is valid. Less than 75% of c, it is valid. And greater than 75% c or 80% of c, the special theory of relativity comes into the picture. We will see the plot. It has already given in your this author Weiser book.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
नहीं आपने किसी ने शेयर किया था ना ऑथर वाइजर का एल वासुदेव you have shared this PDF?
Yes, ma'am. Everyone has it now in the group.
Okay, so in this book they have mentioned one graph, one plot कि कब आपका Newtonian mechanics valid होगा, कब STR, special theory of relativity. Clear? So please go through this.
Thank you, ma'am.
Otherwise
Yes.
we will discuss. Fine? Okay. Yes. So next is what the Galilean principle of relativity. Galilean principle of relativity is what to describe a physical event. Again हमने कहा है we will talk about event, physical event, and a frame of reference. तो आपको पता है what is this particular event we are talking about? A frame of reference आपको सब पता है ना? ठीक है? Clear? So to describe a physical event, a frame of reference must be established. Why? Because your motion is not absolute, your motion is relative. That's why we need a frame of reference and we need an event. And what is the location of this event in a moving frame of reference, in a stationary frame of reference. Clear? So we need to define what? To describe a physical event, a frame of reference must be. Throughout the special theory of relativity, throughout the theory of relativity, we will define a physical event, we will talk about a frame of reference, we will talk about a stationary frame of reference, a moving frame of reference, and we will talk about the inertial frame of reference generally. And जब भी हम theory of relativity में बात करेंगे, we will talk about event, a physical event, we will talk about inertial frame of reference, we will talk about moving and stationary frame of reference. Clear to you all? Okay, so इसका मतलब क्या है? There is no absolute inertial frame of reference. Why absolute नहीं? You're inside the train or you're outside the train. And this is the example. Your motion is not absolute because the motion is relative. It is relative. Now, if you will talk about you're inside the train or you're outside the train. Because if you're outside the train, then with respect to you, your train is moving. And if you are inside the train, then you can say that something is, which is outside, which is moving with respect to you. Clear? So, no absolute inertial frame of reference is here. So, you have a what? You have to assign different inertial frame of reference. One is moving, one is at rest. Both are moving. But the relation could be what? If you are moving, one is at rest, or both are moving, but what? They should maintain what? They should move with the constant velocity, uniform velocity with respect to each other. Clear? Understood? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what? There is no absolute inertial frame of reference. This means that result of an experiment performed in a moving vehicle with uniform velocity will be identical to the result of same experiment performed in a stationary vehicle. Clear to you all? है ना? Suppose your spacecraft, है ना, it is at ground, है ना, and what is the experiment you are performing in this spacecraft? The result of any experiment you are performing in this spacecraft, when this spacecraft is at the ground, and if it is moving with the constant velocity with respect to ground, then the experiment which is occurring inside the spacecraft will give the same result. Will give the same result. But what is this? Uniform, moving with the uniform velocity. This is very important, and throughout this special theory of relativity, we'll talk about only this uniform velocity, moving with uniform velocity. We will take the example of two frame of reference. One is moving, one is stationary, and with the uniform velocity. Clear to you all? Okay. And what is this? The reminder about inertial frame. आपको पता है, जब तक कोई फोर्स नहीं लगाएंगे, कोई फोर्स नहीं होगा, एक्सेलरेशन नहीं होगा. Object subjected to no force will experience no acceleration. Any system moving at constant velocity with respect to an inertial frame must also be an inertial frame. We have already discussed all these 2 points. Clear? So here, what is this? According to the principle of Galilean relativity, the laws of mechanics must be same in all inertial frame of reference. What are these laws? Given by Newton's F equal to ma. F equal to ma. What is this? According to all the 3 laws of laws given by Newton. So what is this? According to the principle of Galilean relativity, the laws of mechanics must be same in inertial frame of reference. So this is what? This is your postulate of Galilean principle of relativity. ये क्या है? The postulate of Galilean principle of relativity. According to Galilean principle of relativity, point क्या है? The laws of physics, mechanics must be same in all inertial frame of reference. So the result of any experiment which is occurring in rest inertial frame of reference equal to will give the same result when it is moving with the constant velocity. So this is the postulate of your Galilean principle of relativity. Only one. क्या बोला है उन्होंने? The laws of mechanics must be same in all inertial frame of reference. Just इतना ही दिया है उन्होंने. स्पीड के बारे में कोई बात नहीं की, सी के बारे में कोई बात नहीं की. He hadn't talked about the speed of light, है ना? In vacuum or any speed की बात ही नहीं की उन्होंने. It didn't talk about speed of the object, only talked about what the laws of mechanics must be seen in all inertial frame of reference. Clear to you all? Meanwhile, you can take attendance, CR, Shivam, and
Ma'am, can you explain the second
and send it
reminder?
to me.
Taken, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Pardon? Second reminder means what?
Ma'am, this
क्या बोल रहे थे आप?
reminders of inertial frame. That second point.
Any system moving at constant velocity?
Yes, ma'am.
This one. Any? But the same. If you are at the rest, if suppose you are at the rest and your train is moving at constant velocity with respect to you, will give the same result. And this train also the inertial frame of reference. Suppose you are at the track side, and your track side, the frame of reference is inertial frame of reference. Means what? All the law or first law of motion holds good in this inertial frame of reference. And suppose your train is moving with respect to you with the constant velocity. The train also the inertial frame of reference. मतलब क्या? In the train, all the law of mechanics will hold good. Or you can say that whatever the event you are measuring, the length of any object, suppose the length and the height, you are measuring your height. So even your height, if you are at the rest, and your height, if you are moving inside a train which is moving with the constant velocity with respect to track side, will give the same result. Will give the equal height. कोई height में difference नहीं आएगा. Clear? So both are the inertial frame of reference. Clear to you? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So व्यूज ऑफ एन इवेंट, कैसे हम किसी इवेंट को देखेंगे, एंड इफ वी विल टॉक अबाउट द इनिशियल फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस. टाइम इज ओवर. 5 minutes more. Can I take? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Take
ma'am.
So
5
views
minutes.
of an event का मतलब क्या है? An event P, this dot, with this dot I am assigning this event here, this event. Okay, so this is P. So an event P is some physical phenomena. कुछ भी हो सकता है. You are flipping your coin, you are measuring the length of any instrument which is inside your frame of reference. Suppose an event could be anything, some physical phenomena. Okay, so second word, assume that event occur and is observed by an observer at rest in inertial frame of reference. Suppose this S and S dash. If generally in theory of relativity we will talk about both the frame of reference. One is your S, simply you will take S as the rest inertial frame of reference, and you will take S dash as the moving inertial frame of reference, which is moving with respect to S with the constant velocity v. Clear hua? Is it clear to you all? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. हम हमेशा अब हम जितनी भी बार बात कर रहे हैं किसी भी चीज की, वी विल टॉक अबाउट टू डिफरेंट इनर्शियल फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस. जनरली वी विल टेक एस एज द रेस्ट फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस, बट इनर्शियल सब इनर्शियल है ना. जनरली मैं बार बार बात नहीं करूंगी. ऑल दीज फ्रेम्स ना वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इन थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी इज योर इनर्शियल फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस हियर इन द STR. Okay, so your S is what? Your S is the inertial frame of reference. Generally we take it as the rest inertial frame of reference, and S dash is the moving inertial frame of reference, and it is moving with respect to S with the constant velocity v along the x-axis. Along the x-axis. So this is your Cartesian coordinate of x. Y, Z and X is for your S frame of reference, and Y dash, X dash and Z dash for your S dash frame of reference. Okay, you have a two frame of reference, both are inertial frame of reference. One is S, it is at rest. Another one is your S dash, which is moving frame of reference, and which is moving with the constant velocity v with respect to S along the positive x direction. Along the positive x direction, ये positive direction में जा रहा है. It could be in the negative direction also. Clear to you all? And O is what? O is the origin of your S frame of reference, and O dash is the origin of your S dash frame of reference. Clear? What you need? You need the measurement unit, all the measurement unit for X, Y, Z and T. Clear? So before, what is this? We are going to derive the transformation equation. What is this transformation equation? Transform कर रहे हैं हम equation को from one frame of reference से another frame of reference. What is this transformation equation? If you have the coordinate of an event in one frame of reference, then you can easily get the coordinate of this event in the another frame of reference with the ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इक्वेशन है ना. ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इक्वेशन का मतलब क्या है? यू आर ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग इक्वेशन फ्रॉम S to S dash, one frame of reference to another frame of reference. Okay, so this transformation equation is what? It is making easy your physics for the theory of relativity, so that if an event is you are measuring the coordinate of an event in X frame of reference which is at rest, so with the help of this transformation equation you can get what? You can get the coordinate of this particular event in another frame of reference that is moving. Clear? So to deal with these transformation equation, inertial frame of reference, one is S, another one is S dash. S is not moving at rest, S dash is moving with constant velocity v along the positive x direction. Clear? सब हो सकता है, नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन भी हो सकता है along all.
Ma'am, we can move along by direction, by axis.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Hello.